Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. There we go. That's a good little jingle. So, day 4, I got for breakfast today. I did boiled eggs, my crispy bacon, I got toast, and today I feel like having marmalade. Now, I'm allergic to lemon, and it's hard to get the pure marmalade, like with orange, but I can get it at the dollar store. And it says orange marmalade, and there's no lemon in it. I gotta watch for that. So today, not really a topic, but talk a little bit more, little things about what happened with the kids. So, and then tomorrow I'll talk about something else. And then, anyways, so you got to go back and watch the parts. The reason why is I need views in order to get monetized, I guess, and you watch the parts, then I'll get monetized. And I was thinking what I'll do is my first YouTube money, I'll go out and buy some steak and some cheese and mushrooms and onions and green pepper, and I'll make a nice cheese omelet for breakfast and steak, and but that'd be good, that'd be cool. But anyways, if not, I don't mind just talking. So we left off yesterday when we moved back, when I moved back with Bro and my oldest daughter to Minto, and I was looking for a job in New Brunswick, and we were staying with my aunt. And then my cousin, he was, anyways. Now, if you watch the parts, you know I got a job in St. John working at the bank. But anyways, when I was going to Fredericton, I did that for about a month with my other cousin, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She had to go in 3 times a week. So I could drive in with her, spend the whole day, and come back again. So I passed out, of course, all my resumes at the bank, but I just updated my computers. And I really want to do secretarial, but when I was in Montreal, when we did our stash or on the job training, I knew we were moving back to New Brunswick, so I was thinking, what businesses is here that I could work at, and so that's why I chose the bank. But not only in Fredericton when I went back looking for work, not only the banks, I also went to the provincial departments, like just because I worked before in my teenage years. When I worked for the departments, I worked for Department of Health. Um, well, back then I don't know what they call it, but it was like welfare, so social development now, and they changed their name a few times. But justice, finance, department, so I worked at all these different departments. So I went in to put my name. Well, little did I know when I was in St. John, I used, like, there were no cell phones back then, right? Um, I used my aunt's phone number in Minto, and she picks it up, and they asked for me, one of them, to go in for an interview. She goes, "No, she's in St. John looking for a job." Never told me. Didn't take a message. I didn't find a job at the bank yet when they called. And it was a provincial department, because Mom told me after. But if I wouldn't have moved to St. John, I wouldn't have met Jim, and I wouldn't have had my youngest daughter. So it's like butterfly effect, right? But anyway, I bring this up because, well, Mom was watching the kids while I was in Fredericton. And Bro, like, okay, Bro was, oh, he had curly, when he was young, baby, curly, the most beautiful curly hair, thick eyelashes, like any girl would just die for those eyelashes. Anyways, and when we moved to Ottawa there in between, when we lived in a townhouse. But anyways, I went and got his ears pierced after second needle for when he was 4 months old. He had to do it after. Anyways, he'd be all dressed in blue and everything. Curly hair, of course. I'd go to the mall or something and someone would say, "Oh, you lost your earring on your little girl. And I'm looking at the oldest one because she had both done. And I said, "He's a boy." Anyway. So I ended up, it was just getting too curly. I mean, it was too girly, right? So just before he's 2, probably a year and a half, I cut it. I got it cut. The guy went and touched his ear and you swear to God he cut his head off. So that's why he was scared to go to the hairdresser, and that's why I ended up cutting his hair. Because he wouldn't go to a hairdresser after that, and don't blame him. But anyways, so got his hair cut. Well, I don't need that, I want marmalade. Well, then it went straight. No more curls. No more curls. Cut the curls right out. Now his father's hair is curly, so I thought maybe the curls would come back, No, just straight, short hair. So when we were in Minto, and Mom was watching him while I was in Fredericton, well, he was growing a rat's tail all on his own. And his hair would it was way down to there. I had it braided and put an elastic, and it was growing long, just on its own. Nothing I did. It just a rat's tail. So anyway, I come home, guess what? My oldest daughter, she got a hold of the scissors, that's what Mom said, and cut his tail off. Anyway, so I just let that be. Oh well, I'm not gonna, if his hair grows a rat's tail again, I'll leave it alone, but it didn't. It was just something. Anyway. Okay, so we moved to St. John, and and then Mom went back to Minto, and I was going to school, and I was going with Jim, and I still had that old Toyota, but we decided to go for Saturday, Sunday drive, whatever, and St. Martin's, I mentioned a kid came right across in one of the parks there and hit me. So, my school, we're living east, and my school was west, and the daycare. I had, it was terrible. I had to take the bus. So with the kids. Oh yeah. So we went by, I think Bro mentioned this before, but so we're driving by and this place downtown, and I still don't know all the places in St. John, right? I mean, I just moved there. I worked at the bank. I knew where the mall and stuff like that, but I didn't know where a lot of the government offices or anything was. Anyway, we drive by this place, Bro. Oh, look, Mom, that's where, because Mom moved back to St. John. She didn't last at her sister's. I knew she wasn't going to. Went back to the same place where we were staying. How long did that last? So she moved back to St. John, got a room or whatever she did. Anyway. Oh, look, Mom, free donuts. That's where we get free donuts with Granny. That's what Bro said. Well, what happened when she moved back? Every second weekend, whatever, we would drop the kids off. kids, sometimes it's been overnight, sometimes just in the morning. And I would feed them cereal, and I would send over Kraft dinner, canned milk, um, stuff that they would eat, like hot dogs and bread, and because Mom would have the ketchup and the butter and stuff like that. But anyways, I would send food over, but she would go. She was going to the clothing bank. She would free clothes. They steer with kids, you know they're gonna feel sorry for her and give her more. That's they, you know. Anyway, Salvation Army, get the donuts, the food place. So me and Jim happened to be going driving by there. I said, Jim, what is that place? He said, that's Salvation Army. He said, the soup kitchen's right. Or I said, well, Bro said, Mom, that's where he gets free donuts. And he said, she's taking those kids. We're both working at Revenue Canada. We got money. You know, all she. So, anyways, I ended up, when I dropped them off, it was a bit later, and I made sure they ate. And I said, don't be, well, I asked the kids about it. And my oldest daughter, she don't say nothing. She says after the facts. You know what I mean? She don't say nothing. She tells me, yeah, I don't like it there. I said, you don't like it where? She's talking about the soup kitchen. She said, she's sitting at a table and this old guy, he's there all drunk, or I know he was all drunk up or whatever, you know, he was sitting, she said it was scary. So I talked to Mom. I said, look, there's no more taking him there. I said, she's scared, and then he's going around saying that he's getting free donuts on the bus, and everybody's looking. And they know where that place is, and I'm like, you know, and everybody looking at me, and I was wondering why they were looking at me. Please stop laughing. So, bro, at Christmas time, well, when we moved back to St. John, well, from Montreal to Minto, we bought the beds and the bureau and all our appliances, clothes. We just had a small, and the sofa was kind of rough, and the love seat and sofa and the recliner, the chair, and the table and chair. So we left them behind because Lois, or my mom's sister, I don't got that much room to store your stuff because we were staying there, and she had basement, but she was right. They weren't a lot of room, so we just brought the necessities, you know. So when we moved to St. John, and I got that apartment, I went to this small little, was in St. John for probably 50 years, small little furniture place right behind the bank at lunch. That was the second day I was working at the bank. Mom, we gotta get a couch and we gotta get a table, and I said, don't worry about it. So I went in there, told them I was working at the bank. I just need a small table and 4 chairs and a love seat. I didn't need a big couch, big sofa, but I wanted to get a chair, like one of those recliner chairs. So they put it on credit. I paid so much a month. So we got that right away. So kept her happy. Then, at Christmas time when I was with Jim, I said, what am I going to do? We were sort of in between jobs, and well, every time, like, I used to go in and pay it at the furniture place. Back then, it wasn't really no direct, they didn't do direct deposit. You had to go in and pay it and get a receipt. So every month. Well, of course, before you go to the upstairs to go pay the bill, you pass all the toys, and so I said, Jim, well, my account is almost paid off now. The table was paid off because I had two accounts. I said, the table's paid off, and I don't have a whole lot on that sofa left. I said, I'm thinking about, because I only had one account now, I said, I'm thinking about getting another account and just go wild in there and get the kids' toys, what they want, like one big toy. And then go to Walmart, whatever, and get the little ones, right? But I get them one really nice one. Jenny, my youngest daughter, I don't think she was an infant, or I don't know, but all I remember is I got my oldest daughter this life size. I paid a lot of money back then. I think I paid $200 for this doll, and I'm talking 30 years ago. No, just under 30 years ago. $200 for this big ass doll, like taller than her. Well, she probably don't remember this, but she was scared of it. But she got used to it. That's another thing. We got to talk about that doll. Okay. There's another doll. But this one here, she was kind of scared of it, but then bro, I seen it was in the window. I seen this. Well, Jim went in with me, and I think the kids was at Mom's or something. Yeah, Jenny wasn't born yet, my youngest one. But anyway, so we seen in the window because we needed to, so we both went in. This big fire truck, and it was $200. This big, it was, oh my goodness, had the bells, the whistles, and the ladder went up, and oh, it was big. Big, big. I said, those are the two. I'll do an account. $400. I think every payday I paid $25 on it or something. It took a while to pay them off. But Christmas time, open up the doll and everything, and my daughter, she was okay and that. And then bro, he opens up, we open up. Jim's all excited. He can't wait to turn it on and see everything and that. So Jim's setting it up. Bro's in the box. The box is a long box, big, humongous box. Him and his sister was having a great time playing in the box. I was like, so anyways, Jim's over there, got a beep, 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 and all this and all the noises and lights, and he's not paying no attention to it. Nothing. He's two and a half. Don't care nothing about that fire truck. So I said, well, that's okay. I said, put it away. I'm bringing it back. Get the $200. I'll tell them that when my son opened it, we cut up the box to get it out, and I'll keep the box, and he can play in the box. But when I got the money, I went to Walmart and get them little ones, But anyways, he didn't want that fire truck. He wanted the box. Well, that was pretty cheap. Didn't pay $200. Oh, the doll. When we lived in a trailer park, and it was 2 bedrooms, so when Mom moved out, bro was a little bit older, so me and Jim had one room there, and then bro and my oldest had the other one, 2 single beds, and the alcove, I had used it as a toy room because the bathroom was there, and then we had this storage room, but I kept the door closed. But when my youngest was born, I had changing table here in the alcove, and her crib, so it was perfect the way I had it set up. But my oldest daughter, I don't know, her birthday, Christmas or something, she had this doll. I never thought of the doll, but anyway. You have to push on it and it would go, and they were a little button in the back of it. Turn it on and off. One night she was sleeping, and they're sleeping good, we're sleeping good, everybody's sleeping good. We gotta wake up early in the morning to go to work and everything, and she must have leaned and turned the button on. Doll's in there. I'm like, hurry up. So she's waking up the whole house now. Like 3, 4 in the morning. So I shut it off. Now Jim's mad. So next day he said, I'm digging out those batteries. Because I was going to do it that night, but you need a screwdriver, take out the screw. I want to go back to bed and go to sleep. So he takes the screwdriver, takes the batteries out of the doll. Next night, we're all sleeping. That doll. No batteries in it. Well, you know what I did with that doll. I threw that out in the garbage. That was spooky. There were no way. I said, are you sure you took the batteries out? I said, yeah. I didn't even want to go get the doll. I went and got the doll and I threw her out that night. Went right out and it was in the garbage. That was spooky, man. So anyways, I just wrote down little things here. I got the doll. Band-Aids. Well, the 2 oldest, when we lived in Trailer Park, well, they were at school. My youngest daughter, Jim was always out working on the car. He was always outside. Because I worked summers and he worked winters, right? So he wasn't working. And anyways, so I was at work. She'd be playing in the yard. Too young to go out of the yard. I think she was 4. She was starting kindergarten in September, age 5. So, she's out in the yard every day, fiddling around. And she likes it because she's doing cartwheels and whatever and playing on her bike. But clumsy. Oh, she was clumsy when she was young. Very clumsy, but she was okay. When she got older, she was in cheerleading and doing one-handed cartwheels and everything, but when she was young, she was clumsy, always falling down. But anyways, she fell down and scraped her knee or something and bleeding a little bit. Jim, he always had out there, his famous thing, he was like red green. Duct tape. Everything duct tape. Didn't believe in a hammer and a screw. Duct tape everything. So, he said, come here. Put the gauze on and duct tape. Come home. But I couldn't say nothing about duct tape. Reason why is I was cooking Caesar salad. One of the kids got on my nerves, and I didn't know he just sharpened them that day. He was taking a small engine and learn how to sharpen blades and stuff. So of course he's out there sharpening all our knives and that. I went right across here, and it was split open. Split open, really bad, deep. I should have had stitches. No scar. Anyways, so I get my oldest. She don't like blood or nothing, but I'm keep it running under cold water. And I said, go get Jim. Tell him I need the duct tape. Tell him I need the duct tape and the gauze. So, because if you take it out, it's going to bleed. So I'm keeping the water running, not hard, but like this. So when he seen it, he hurried up and put the gauze on it and then the duct tape. And anyways, it healed. It healed. So, so that's what he did with the duct tape. He used it like a Band-Aid. So when my youngest daughter started school, in the playground, in the playground, well, first, before she starts school, they always have to have their needles, 2 needles, one in both legs. Because she was all immunized up until first, before they start school, right? So I take her to the doctor, and I didn't want her to go in blindfolded. I told her, I said, you're gonna get, I didn't know she was gonna get 2. I really didn't. I thought she was just getting 1 little needle in the arm. Didn't know they did it in the leg either, right? So anyways, they did it, they put it in legs for infants. Usually the arm. Right? So I said to her, I said, you're gonna get a needle today so you can start school. Well, she was all excited because she was gonna be in pro school. Because she was in kindergarten there 4 years, so he was in grade 5. They were like this when they were around the same age, and then what happened is Bro and my oldest one's only 2 years apart. And when they got into middle school and high school, they were closer because they had more in common and the same friends. And but when Bro was 5, 6, he was always, I mean, they were okay, but he was closer at that age. But anyways, because they went to the same school, and she's all excited. So I said, they give you a Band-Aid. Because, I mean, she never wore a real Band-Aid unless I was home. I said, if you don't cry, they'll give you a Band-Aid. So she's all happy. So she's sitting there, and the doctor's looking at her. She's got her legs shown. She did 1 needle. She never said nothing. She just looked at her. My youngest one. Never said nothing. She put the other needle in. She looked at her. And the doctor's right amazed. She's not saying nothing. She goes, can I have my Band-Aid? Oh, I felt so bad. Just like the ears pierced. Oh my word. Oh my word, the ears pierced. We were living in Fredericton, and my friend came down to visit from Montreal. And like I said, my oldest one already had her ears pierced when she was 4 months old. Bro had his 1 ear done when he was 4 months old. She turned 4 months old. I want to do it. Jim don't want me to. I said, well, she won't be able to do them until she's a teenager now. Because they're not going to do it when they get too old. Or too in between that age. No. So, me and my friend went to the mall. 2 oldest must have been in school or something, because it was just me and my youngest one and her. She said, well, you don't have her ears pierced? I said, no, Jim don't want her. We're getting her ears pierced. I said, yeah. And then I asked her. Because the kids must have been out somewhere, because she was probably 6 or 7 years old at this time. This isn't a good age to get ear pierced. I knew it. So I said to her, do you want to get your ears pierced? Yeah. So we get in there, and there's going to be 2 girls and both guns, right? At the same time. I said to my friend, I'm going out there having a cigarette. I said, I'm not going to witness this. Oh, everything will be okay. Everything. I said, okay. I said, you're handling it. She was paying it. She wanted to pay it. She got her first earring. She got the stuff to put on it, the whole thing. She's paying for everything. I said, okay, I'll deal with Jim, but you can deal with her. So I'm out there having a cigarette, and she comes out with her. She goes, oh my God. I said, what happened? She said, I never felt I never felt so embarrassed all my life. I said, what happened? She said, well, they did the snap, and she was quiet. All of a sudden, she just let out one big yowl. And she looks up at the girl and she says, I hate you. You hurt me. She said, I never felt so embarrassed. I told you. I told you. I said, she was like this. Her youngest daughter, she reminds me of her now. She reminds me of her. Big time. Karma, eh? Karma. Karma. I'm going to watch everything you say around her. She hear what she wanted to hear. So age 5, they get into asking about death and stuff. Anyway, it's just a phase that kids go through. So, Jim being smart, and she's in kindergarten, so you gotta watch what you say around this kid, and I tell him that. So, because poor bro, he's in grade 5, he's upstairs, right? So he went and she said on the weekend, Dad, what happened if Mom died? He said, well, I'd just get a new girlfriend. That's right. Wow. I said, now why would you say that? Well, I would. Okay. So the teacher, she goes to school, and this is like a Wednesday or something. I guess I never had a funeral, like the next day. But anyway, she tells, because she hears. She says what she hears, right? So she says to teacher, Mom died, Daddy got a new girlfriend. Not when Mom dies, Daddy will get a new girlfriend. No. Mom died and Daddy got a new girlfriend. She runs upstairs to bro, knocks on the door. Did your mom die? Bro's like, no. So he comes home, he says, Mom, you gotta talk to her. Poor him. He probably had his door knocked on every day, but you never know what she was gonna say. So, okay. Years ago when we lost a tooth, my day, we got a quarter. Kids' day, my oldest one, $1. Bro, $2. And $5 for the youngest one, and now I think it's 20. I think my oldest one, her kid gets a 20 when she loses her tooth. So inflation, eh? Cost of living. But anyway, so my youngest one had a tooth loose, and see, we're living in a trailer park. She get money. She started losing her tooth, grade 1, and her baby teeth in kindergarten, whatever. And every time she get money, I get bro to walk up to the store. Well, of course, he gets candies too, right? Buy yourself some. You guys share it. So I think he wanted her teeth done. He couldn't wait. Well, she only had one front one, upper one, loose. But somehow she lost both of them. Now, I wasn't ready to have the $10, right? I didn't have the $10 because I thought I had enough time. And I didn't make it to the bank and everything, so the next morning when I said, the tooth fairy's on vacation. So next time I go to the bank, I was going to get the $10 and give it to her. But next day, we were somewhere. And this old woman, of course, my youngest one, she looks at her and gives her, and I was going to the bank that day. We were somewhere, in a store or whatever. And this old woman, and I'm with Bro and my oldest one too. And it didn't take much to embarrass them. They were at that age. Probably 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 11. My youngest one looks at the older one. Big smile on her face, and she got two teeth missing. Oh. The woman goes, "Oh my goodness, the tooth fairy must have came to you." She said, "No, she's on vacation." Wow. This old woman, she turns around and looks at me. I said, "Well, she's coming back tonight." Oh, she was something else. Then, but her daughter, Karma's going to be getting her. Because her daughter's just like her. So, it's cute. Karma comes back all the time. Karma comes back. I believe in karma. What goes around comes around, even if it's good or bad. So, I think it should be about time. I'll talk some more about the kids and then some more about, but make sure you go back and watch the parts so that, view the parts. I know YouTube didn't send out the notification for them, but even if you don't watch them, put them on and let them run and shut the voice off or something to mute me. Just, yeah, so I can get the views. But, yeah, Friday when I did my shopping list yesterday, and I was thinking I'm going to go there ahead of time because I got these wings in my hair. Where I got to wear a hat now. I'm going to get my hair cut, so I'll look different Friday, but not a buzz cut. I do a buzz cut in the summertime. I just get rid of it. Look, I go bald. I'm not hair. I just don't like playing with hair. I used to. I think I just played too much. The old days with the hairspray and all that. But anyways, I'll let you go, and tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more. Today's my Friday. Get my laundry done. I gotta do my nails. I think I'll do my nails on Thursday and Friday, get that done, and then start a new week again. So anyways, so tomorrow morning we'll talk about some more stuff, and until then, have a good day, people.